Okay, first one we're going to do is sales stock pull. Three test points: create a sales order and create and send sales quotation, convert quotation to a sales order, and confirm order. So we're going to treat this one right here just like you got an inquiry, and here's what we want to book the following items. So first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and open up. We're going to open up DevOps. Click into here. Scroll down. Go to your CRP test plan 1. Go to SSS testing. Expand this. Go to sales. Go to stock pull. And then you want to click on this once. You go to run a web application. And I'm going to say OK. And I'm going to zoom in on this real quick. We're just going to look at this right here. It's going to give you all the steps that you're going to follow step by step by step. You're going to create a new quote. You're going to get the customer prospect, delivery address. Delivery address may be in a different order the way I have my the way I have it teed up, but it's going to be bid or buy, site, warehouse, when it's required to ship, mode of delivery, and delivery terms, and we're going to click OK. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and open up PubDev. And first thing I'm going to do on that we're going to go to sales and quotations, sales marketing, sales quotations, all quotations. So you go to here. You're going to go to sales and marketing. You're going to go to sales quotations. You're going to go all quotations. Make sure you have a star on there. Once you have a star on that, then you can always go to here on your favorites and go to all quotations. And so we're going to follow suit with these instructions, and we're going to go new. And I'm going to zoom in here a little bit, and I'm going with the prospect. And on this particular one, we're going to use Irwin Steel. We're going to scroll down. If Irwin has a contact, and they do, we're going to go ahead and, let's say we're talking to Jake Smith. If Jake Smith didn't exist, then we would add this other field right here. Bid or buy. You can do a drop down, or you can actually type it in, either one. It doesn't matter, but I'm going to go ahead and put buy. No reference on the bid or buy. No country, no restrictions right here. So if I have no restrictions, you can put none, or you can just kind of skip through it. You want to have requested ship date, and I'm going to put the requested ship date as the 20th. I'm going to scroll through here, and you want to put in your warehouse first, which is going to be TNB. And when you put that in there first, and when you can put TNB and just tab out of it, then it'll populate the site. And your mode of delivery is our truck and delivery terms. So we're going to go and deliver via OT. I can tab through that and go included. And this is where in the beginning of the instructions, because the way I have mine kind of teed up, delivery address, and it's possible I can move this delivery address somewhere else, but I just kind of set mine up at the end, and I'm going to ship to this location. I'm going to say OK. And now it's time to go through the balance of the inquiry, where we're going to go ahead and do quick search, find the products we want to quote, enter any customer part numbers if it's applicable, and we'll go ahead and do our pricing, but we're going to let the price book help us with all of this. We're going to end up adding our freight, and in here we're going to end up saving that quote, and then we're going to go ahead and allocate our charges prior to saving that quote, and final thing, we'll end up sending the quotation on this particular one. So in here, the customer has an inquiry for the following. And so 2 pieces of flat bar. So what we do is we go to our, you can zoom in and out, whatever is clearer for you. We're going to go quick search. And first thing is flat bar 1/4x4. So F 1/4x4, and you can just hit enter. And so any and all grades will come up. Here's our 36/529. And we're going to go ahead and put 2 pieces of that. We're going to add lines. And we're going to do the next line, which is 1/4x6 flat bar, 4 pieces. And it comes up, and we're going to say 4 pieces. So I go 4 tab. We're going to add lines here. And then we have tubing, 6 square quarter wall, 40, 2 pieces. So SX 6250. And we have we need 40 footer, and there's our 480s, so 2 of those. We're going to add those lines, or add that line. And wide flange 1430 40. Oops. Just 14x30. And so I find my 40s, and I have 92 available, and they want 1 piece. So on the last one, put 1 in there and tab, and then you can say add and close. Add lines and close. So now when we're done with that, then this populates all of my line items, and it hits a price book, and then according to how the customer's ranked. And so this is our A customer, so it's hitting our A price book. Need to put freight on this order. If I look at my quotation totals, I'm going to have 3,200 pounds. Let's just treat this one like our standard $1.25. So up here, I can go ahead and hide this related in my quotation, maintain charges. So just like in style plan, we're doing our freight, and it's going to be a quantity based on the category. And let's go $1.25 on this one. We want it included in the total. That needs to be checked off. And I'm going to save. And then I'm going to go backwards. And then I'm going to say allocate charges. And net amount, allocate all. We're going to allocate that, and all these prices get rolled up. And then from that point, if you need to adjust any pricing, you can. If you feel like you need to discount it, or you want to go a higher number than what's suggested. And so we're at this final part right here. We're ready to go ahead and send this quotation. And up here, we're already in a quotation, and you're going to hit send quotation. And your printer setup, just click on printer setup and say screen. Make sure it's on screen, and we'll say OK. And for right now, in this testing environment, and then we'll say OK. Okay, this pops up. It's going to be we're working on configuring these documents, but this is the beginning of the inquiry right here on this quotation. Go ahead and close this out. And I'm going to make a note that this is sales order 140. Okay, we're going to assume time's passed. Customer's ready to buy it. They call you back and say, look, on quote 140, I want to buy it. So you'll go back to your favorites, and you'll go to all quotes. You'll go to your filter, and it's quote 140. There's our quote right here. I'm going to pull that up. And right now on my lines, I have this customized, and I've added in the customer requisition. And the customer still wants it on, the ship date is the most important date you want to have. So when do they want the material? They want it on, we need it So if we're delivering local, we need to ship it on deliver on 7/20. And so we're going to go ahead and do a customer PO. And when we go to here, we're going to go ahead and put the customer's PO number 123 dash whatever we want to put. And we have that customer PO in. Then we say follow up, confirm. Again on here, make sure you have print confirmation here. Yes. Printer set up to screen. And so we're going to say OK. Okay, this pops up. There's our confirmation. It has our sales order number listed on here. Again, this is being configured in the background right now. We're going to go ahead and close that out. I'm going to zoom back out. And then the final step we're looking at is we're going to go to General, click on Sales Order, and then Confirm Sales Order. So this is the final push. You've already created the sales order, but this final push will send it through the credit check process, and either the quote's going to go through all the way or it's going to be on credit hold. On this confirmed sales order, again, I have my printer set up. Well, this printer set up right here, posting, I'm saying yes, and let's just say okay to that, and okay. And so this is pushing that sales order to the credit check. And I have some messages right here. And there we go. I can see that it went to credit management. And that's it. That's your steps you would follow when booking a quote in the system for just a basic inquiry like this.